So much could be said, my brothers and my sisters. But the truth is, we can't be experts in everything. And nobody is asking us to become experts in the Islamic field. But what we can do is live a simple Muslim life. And the way you will live your simple Muslim life is by able to seek the basics of your deen. Learn the halal, learn the haram, learn the methodology of salah, learn what you need to give in zakah. Enable yourself. And then the Quran says, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ ذِكْرٍ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And ask the people of knowledge if you do not know. Now, who are the people of knowledge? Sheikh Google, Sheikh Wikipedia, Sheikh YouTube. Who are you going to go to, you may ask. Let me leave you and give some examples with you regarding the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum ajma'in. Learning of Islamic knowledge, even now across the world, in many of the Muslim communities, isn't how we see it in the West. People think that learning knowledge is by going onto YouTube and listening to any, with respect, Tom, Dick and Harry. Last night, the brother was a drug dealer. The following morning, he becomes a sheikh. How can that be? That has never been the genealogy and the methodology of our Islamic learning. So we have to be very, very careful of who we seek our knowledge from. Like Ali karramallahu wajha had said. He said, fear Allah regarding who you take your ilm from. For when you pass away, the first thing Allah will ask you is about your amal. And your amal will be depending on your ilm. Your amal will be dependent on your ilm. So I say to you is that don't just refer to Sheikh YouTube, Google, Wikipedia. This is not the sort of information that you need to be seeking to seek your knowledge. First of all, scrutinize who you're seeking knowledge from. Who is this person? The Sahaba radiyallahu anhum ajma'in. Why are they called Sahaba? Because of their suhbah. Suhbah means companionship. Of whom? Of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That is why we find in the very famous narrations, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu an. Sahaba criticized him. Said to him, how can you narrate over 5,000 ahadith? How can you narrate over 5,000 ahadith? You narrate ahadith which other Sahaba have not heard. And what was his response? Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu would say, with so much respect, with so much humbleness, he would say, when my fellow brothers, the Sahaba, were busy doing business in the market, they were doing their trade and their commerce, I lay at the feet of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I remain in the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I learned from him. I spent my time and my dedication learning from him. There were times Abu Hurairah radiyallahu an had nothing to eat. He only drank and he only ate that which Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam provided for him. So this was their commitment to seeking knowledge. As for other Sahaba, they learned from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as and when they could. However, the key point about the Sahaba is their suhbah, the way they remained in the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If you look at from the early levels of Islam, from the Sahaba to the Tabi'un, to the Khulafa al-Rashidun and the Tabi'un, and then you move on to the Salafus Salihin, and all of the A'imma Islam that have passed, you will find one special point, which is that the students would remain in their company, remain in their suhbah.